Aaron, what's the player name?
Which player is 3-0 with Norleras?
That sounds kind of fucking hype. I might be down to
Well,
watch
he's
that.
3-0 and he's got Norleras, so we're going to play.
Here comes normal summon Aaron, Lightsworn Warrior.
So, and face Aaron mills 3, hits, I believe, Vayu.
Oh, he already has he milled a Norleras.
Cold Wave is a cool one, too. I'm liking the deck from Joe here. The Dark Creator can bring back Armageddon Knight, which is cool. Pitch Elfin Special Grepher, pitch Vayu, send Norleras. This might be a turn 1 Phantom of Chaos, activate, blow it all up. Is Joe back? Is he so back? I can't tell. Is that a Phantom of Chaos? It is! Oh my god, let's fucking go,
Joe's
dude.
cooking.
Yeah, dude, he just has it all. Joe gets to start off with a big draw and an activation to bring out an Armor Master to play around Bottomless Trap Hole. Good luck, have fun. Passes the turn back. Divine Wrath to negate the Gorge. He said, God says no. God says no.
Okay, so RBET Berlin debrief and deck profile, let's get it. I played Norleras Vayu. I played 11 rounds across the weekend, so I played 8 in main event and I finished 5-3. And then I played 1 pod on the Sunday and I lost in the finals. I went undefeated overall to everything that was not Vayu Turbo, but I played 5 Vayu Turbos and I lost 4 of them. I wanted to say a quick thank you to Keegan, Yami Darius and the team at Heaven's Door for organising. A thank you to Freddie and Alex for making a holiday out of it with me as well. And to the team at Brotherhood for all of the testing over the last year plus in sort of advance of us getting a European RBET. Hopefully there's more to come. Right, let's get straight into it. I played 3 Phantom of Chaos. I played 2 Sky Scourge Norleras and 2 Dark Creator. This is pretty typical. You're copying the Norleras effect with Phantom of Chaos, pay 1,000, blow everything up, and then you win the game with Dark Creator and or the Blackwing Vayu synchros. I played 1 Elfin, I played 2 Sirocco, and I played 3 Vayu. The Elfin gives you a bit more access to Armor Master. Armor Master means that you're beating over things like Caius, your opponent's Armed Wing more often, you're also crashing on Machina Fortress, Ab-Zero. So we play 1 Elfin, bit more access, bit more flexibility. I play 3 Dark Grepher. This lets you send what you don't already have. And I play 1 Armageddon Knight that achieves a similar function but doesn't require the extra dark in your hand. This was spot on, no changes needed on anything up to this point. I played 2 Raikou. Raikou is really awkward game 1, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes setting a Raikou or charging into a Raikou feels not ideal. But actually Raikou just helps you answer things in game 2 and 3. So for that, it feels better to have. For example, not being stuck against like a Kaiku or a Consecrated Light. Having Raikou for that. Having the mill that still advances what you're trying to do is good. 2 is probably correct. I played 1 Lila. Lila is great. It is removal. It is the ability to mill. 17 can sort of hit some things as well. Very respectable. Definitely play 1, maybe play more, maybe tinker with this ratio, maybe tinker with this ratio. I played 1 Aaron. It's a way of sort of removing things. It's another searchable option because we play Rota, but I'm not sure if the benefits outweigh the fact that it's just not Lila. I think sometimes Lila would have been better. I think 2 and 2 could be the approach. 1, 2, and 1. There's a few ways to cut it. Aaron just fell a little bit flat. I played Dark Armed and I played Chaos Sorcerer. They're also excellent to copy with Phantom of Chaos. I then played Gauze. I played Blackwing Gale, Necro Gardener, and Plague Spreader. Gale was alright. Maybe not the strongest change that I've made to the Italian Nationals list, but I thought it was an extra removal option. It can get over things like Caius, Stardust, etc. And using the special summon, I thought it was worth testing. That makes 27 monsters. For the spells, I played Cold Wave and Trunade. These let you get your combo through. They are the most important way of doing so in game 1, because in game 2 that becomes Divine Wrath typically. These don't necessarily get rid of the back row on their own, but because you're using them to resolve a Norleras combo, it's typically okay. I played Rota, Foolish, Allure, and Charge of the Light Brigade, sort of more conventional searchers, ways of finding cards that you need, or a draw card in the case of Allure. I also played Card Destruction. This means that if you have access to, for example, Norleras, but not Phantom of Chaos, you can dig sort of several cards deeper to try and get there. It was good, it wasn't incredible. The low light of this was having to card Destruction for 1, discard the Dark Creator, and draw the other one, which was not great. Finally, I played Brain and Burial. You're pretty much always going to play these in this deck. I played 3 Threatening Roar. I thought this was good in game 1. The ability to buy a turn while you're looking for Phantom. The way it protects a Dark Grepher, for example, so you can keep discarding and sending. Or just sort of slowing the game down as well. It was quite often able to come out in terms of there being better cards than it for games 2 and 3. But I thought it was good. Return is self-explanatory, and my 41st card was Call of the Haunted. I thought the ability for Grepher or Armageddon Knight to send Phantom, and this to bring it back, was worth playing 41 for. So I did. And I didn't draw this card nearly the amount that that idea suggests. I actually only think I drew this once in 11 matches, but it was good in the game that I did. That's the main deck. Let's talk really quickly about the extra deck. I played Chimera Tech. This is fine. You have room for this. Play it. I then played 1 Silverwind, 2 Armor Master, and 2 Armed Wing. This was enough most of the time. If I would change anything, I would play a 3rd Armor Master, most likely. I played the typical 8s, so I played Thought Ruler, Stardust, Colossal, and Dark End Dragon. Nothing's changed here. I played Black Rose Dragon for 7. I played Brio, Goyo, and Flamvel Oroquizas for 6. And the last card I played was Armory Arm. You could cut either of these two, I think, for a 3rd Armor Master, and I don't think you would miss them too much. I think the 3rd Armor Master is much more likely to come up than either of these does. Finally, onto the side deck. I sided 2 Cyber Dragons. These didn't get a ton of service over the weekend, but they're still a fantastic card for a lot of the matchups that I didn't face. 2 Vanity's Fiend were great into Vayu Turbo for sort of as long as they stuck around. 2 DD Crow, again because I played a lot of Vayu, these saw a decent amount of service, but also getting rid of like Fishborg, for example, was really good. I sided Heavy, I sided MST, and I sided 1 Smashing Ground. I would probably up the Smashing Ground count. I think the things that this deck struggled the most with were Crow and Kaiku, and this being another way of dealing with Kaiku, I think is really welcome. I would probably find room for 1 more of these. I sided to Deck Dev. Yes, you can get to it really easily in this deck, but I think I would actually maybe cut this down to 1. I think I found myself siding other cards more often ahead of it in the matchups where I had lots of options. So maybe I'd side more spot removal in this place. 2 Royal Oppression was fine. This deck is not reliant on special summoning. You can take out like the Gauze and something else when you bring this in. Was absolutely fine this weekend. And 2 Divine Wrath. This is counter side for DD Crow specifically, It came up a couple of times throughout. There's also the feature match where I used this on a Gauze, which let me save Dark Arm Dragon and sort of 2 pops in my graveyard. Was that the right decision in that game? Maybe, maybe not. I was playing sort of for the game shot. But Divine Wrath specifically as counter side for DD Crow, lesser for Kaiku, even lesser for other stuff. Absolutely a card for this deck. That is it. Thanks again to Keegan and the team for organising. Hope you've enjoyed this profile, and hopefully I'll take something equally as exciting to the next RBET in Europe. Peace.